Hello everyone and welcome to Crypto Ripto. I'm Christian and in today's video I'm going to tell you about the best strategies to make money in crypto in 2022. Now this is not going to be rocket science and I'm not going to try and teach you anything that you probably can't already research yourself, but I want to collate this together and give it to my community free of charge. This is not one of them get rich quick scams and it's not one of them buy this course or PDF, because I think all of them are pretty much a load of crap. But for me, it is the basic fundamentals of when you go into trading or investing or whatever it is you want to do, flipping NFTs, etc. You have to overcome two main key factors. And that is not trying to process too much information. You're not lazy, you're just getting overwhelmed with the whole vast array of options available to you. And you tend to get a bit what I call the scalded chicken syndrome, where you're darting from one project or one thing to another, and you don't really niche down to what it is you want to get in. So if you want to find out more about how my strategy works and what I do to try and control myself and control my investments, stay tuned and let's get into the video. So before I start this awesome video, I have to say that anything you see, hear or choose to ignore is not financial advice. No, this bad boy is here for your educational purposes only. So with that out of the way, I am going to say that this video is going to be in 3 parts because I don't want to overwhelm you with all the information all at once. I want to give you bite-sized chunks to take away, do your own research and see if what I'm saying works for you. So the first thing I'm going to say is what I touched on in the intro is don't try and overwhelm yourself or process too much information. You have to pick a niche, what it is you want to get into or invest into, and stick to that and try and learn all the basics and fundamentals of that investing strategy. Be it you want to invest in just coins or the top 50 coins or DeFi or NFTs, or try your hand at day trading. Although we'll touch more on that a bit later on, but I wouldn't advise day trading if you're very new to crypto, because you will get burned. So what is it that I do that keeps me pretty much grounded? Well, first of all, I like to look at what's happening in the crypto space and look at what is happening with Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is the daddy of all crypto. So if I'm looking to invest in crypto tokens and crypto coins, especially in the top 50, then I look at what Bitcoin's doing and I follow it very closely. So say I'm doing all this research and I'm looking at Bitcoin and I've looked at this strategy and I've decided I want to get into DeFi. Is it then I next? Well, what you need to do is you need to then join what I think is probably the key fundamentals to get into projects early. And that is looking at people on Reddit, looking at groups on Discord, looking at groups on Telegram, and just getting a feel of how the crypto market works, what people are talking about, what the buzz is. Are people talking about this project and that project? And just trying to do a bit of research and education, but also keep it to maybe 1 or 2 groups and then looking at probably 2, 3 or 4 of a coin you want to get into or you like the look of, and just do the research on that before you jump on to the next and the next. Because if you're just following main coin fads or every token that's out there, you're going to be what's called in the business a jack of all trades, a master of none, and never really hit any to the true potential. You may get lucky and hit one, but you'll probably get burnt and lose a lot of money on the way. Now also, obviously with this video, and I'm trying to get it out there to as many people as I can, please hit that like button, smash that subscribe button and tickle that bell notification, because it does help the channel and does help the video get out there to the mass audience. So I've just briefly told you about what it is you should be doing as a basic fundamental. Looking at what you want to get into, coin market cap is great for that. Maybe your portfolio is small, you're just starting with $500 or maybe even $100. Split that into 4. Look at the coins on the coin market cap of what you want to get into, and then go on this strategy that I find is best for me and has worked well on many other people's kind of investment portfolios. And that is keep 50% of your investment in the stablest coins that do the most steadiest growth over a period of time. So these are going to be your big hitters like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solano's doing really well, And there is many more. If you look on CoinMarketCap and look at the trend of that token on the price chart over the course of this whole year. Then when you've done that on the 50%, then you're left with 25%. This is where you can afford to experiment a little and get in of these risky tokens, coins that do the 10x's, the 100x, and these meme shite coins that seem to be blowing through the roof. You look at what's on the trend. You can go on CoinMarketCap, see what's trending. This is where you look in the Discord, the Reddits, the Telegrams to see what groups are buzzing about what crypto is the flavor of the month. You can also look on Twitter, although the Twitter is a little bit Wild West because a lot of influencers are paid to shill the shite out the coins on there. So you've done that and you've had 75% of your portfolio nailed. So what are you going to do with the other 25%? Well, what you're going to do is just leave it in stable coins, because when crypto goes up, it also must come down. So when you get these big corrections, big dips, big tracements, you have to have enough of your money or appetite to buy the dip. It's no good everyone saying buy the dip if you're fully balls deep in crypto, because you have no money and then you'll start trying to spend money you haven't got, and you should never, ever, ever put in crypto what you cannot afford to lose. So that is great. So that is the strategy in a real basic nutshell. So you're trying to process this information, and I'm trying not to overwhelm you here. So we've got this. So then comes on to the next strategy. So you've done that. You're looking at the Telegrams, you're looking at the Discords, you're in 50% in on your good coins, 25% in on your risky coins, and you've got 25% to buy the dip. So the first dip happens and you buy your 25%, and now you're 100% in. Well, hopefully by this time that this dip has happened, some of your other coins will have done probably anywhere from a 10% to a 40% to maybe, even if you're lucky, 100%. And this is a time to harvest a little bit of profit and dollar cost average a little bit out to replenish your 25%. Because this comes down to another strategy, which I will talk in the next part of the video in more detail, is layering your investment, where your coins are doing relatively well and you're harvesting investments into stable coins, ready to invest in the coins that are not doing so well at the moment. Because as we know in crypto, coins take different at different times, and this is the only way you're going to replenish that 25% of your stable coins to buy the dip every time it happens. Because when you're investing, you need to take some profits off the ones that are doing well to replenish that 25%. So then what's happening is you've got your original stake in your 50% crypto that's doing well, and hopefully your 25% crypto is doing well, but you've also made 20%, hopefully even more, 50% profit. So you're putting that back into your portfolio ready to buy the next dip, because then when the next dip happens, you can use that 25% to buy the dip. And this is how I've been doing crypto for the whole of this year. I do take some risky elements of buying at resistance and selling support and doing maybe just a bit of scalp trading on the investments, but this is for someone that's pretty more seasoned in crypto. But what a lot of people won't tell you on the YouTube, on the Discords, on any social media you want, unless you're paying for it, is that crypto is risky as hell. There's no get rich quick scheme unless you hit one of these meme coins really lucky. There's none of this you can say is, I put all this money, put $1,000 in Shiba Inu back in 2019, you'd be a millionaire now, because that information is as good as a hacking chocolate teapot, because that date's gone and we've not got that opportunity. So we have to work with what we've got. And there's no good in beating yourself up or putting yourself down to say, I cannot make gains in crypto because I've missed the boat on this or I've missed the boat on that. You can start investing very, very smartly at any time. And yes, there is going to be a bear market, but it isn't going to be a bear market like we've seen from the 2017 era. And in my opinion, NFTs are always going to be around to stay because of the gaming world, the metaverse, etc. So you can always, when you're a bit more seasoned pro, diversify into NFTs when DeFi season seems to be taking a bit of a bear retracement. So I know this is a lot to process, and also leave in the comments below if you don't understand anything. But for me, you have to start small. It's all about start small, think big, get the higher returns. Because for me, a true investor in crypto and one that makes money is one that can see steady growth on a quarter period. I measure all my crypto gains on every quarter, every 3 months, because I want a steady 10 to 20% growth every 3 months. And to me, I am outperforming the crypto market probably a lot better than 80% of the people out there that are investing in crypto very well. Yes, you get people that invested in coin years ago and took a gamble and it's paid off. That is great. But if you want to be a long-term successful investor in the crypto space, you have to, as we always say in this video, trade smart, trade safe, and don't get rich. And by doing that, you have to start small, think big, and layer yourself into the market. But before I leave you, what I always must say as well is don't overwhelm yourself with detail. You're going to overburn your processor by trying to chase every little fad project thing going out there. And you think, okay, because Solana pumped or Gala pumped or Engine pumped, oh, I've missed crypto. I wish I'd have got into that. I wish I got into that. Cut that crap out of your system, because that is not going to get you anywhere. You are automatically putting anchors on your investment strategy before you've even started by thinking like that. You have to think that every day is a great new opportunity, and a great new opportunity to start fresh, learn more, and invest smart, because we are still early adapters in the crypto space. Yes, we're going to look at people on Instagram and Twitter and YouTube and everything and see them with the Lambos and the millions because they got in early and did really well. And we're going to get a bit of FOMO of their lifestyle. But by concentrating your energy on that kind of noise, white noise, you're going to anchor yourself from being a true investor. I did this right back in the beginning when I first started in crypto. I was a bit overwhelmed, the Wild West. Get into this, should I get into that? And I gradually started my hand in day trading, I started my hand in investing, I started my hand in NFTs. I've been through everything, and I quickly learned that I was burning out. So what I did is just thought, I want to get into all these different markets, but I want to get into them at different times. So I'll just concentrate on what I want to do. I'll pick the 3 best options for me, and I'll that 110% until I'm happy with that profit and that strategy, and then I'll mirror that onto another project or another token NFT that seems to be doing well or front. Because you can get into these projects early by getting into the chats on Discord, getting into good communities on Telegram, and by looking at things on Reddit. We're not talking about the bet 20 tokens that are rug pulls or shites or just memes. They are a gamble, and if you want to gamble that with your 25%, you can do. But for now, we're talking about investing smart and investing in good strategy. So what I'm going to do is, at the end of these 3 videos this week, I am going to put together just a quick brief PDF and put a link on my website for you to be able to download it free of charge, have notes of what these strategies are, just in brief bullet points. But do watch these videos, share them, give them to people you know that are new to crypto, because the only way I can see new people or people that are not doing too well in crypto doing well in 2020 is by resetting, settling down a little, not getting overwhelmed with processing of too much information coming in and having the scalded chicken syndrome by trying to dart around to every cryptocurrency that's going, and just concentrating on the few that work for you. I'm also got a few good people that I know on YouTube, affiliated with them, but I used to follow these when I first started out, and I find them to give some of the best information. And at the end of part 3 video, I am going to put their details in there as well and give them a shout out in the PDF, because I think they give, to the best of my knowledge and the best of their ability, true, relatively good information on the YouTube. I hope you've enjoyed this part 1. I hope you're processing this information and found it very useful. Part 2, I am going to go a bit more into detail about how I do these strategies and give you probably a couple of examples on the web of what I look at coins, how I see the trending coins in CoinMarketCap, and I'll give you the Discord, Telegram information as well as the Reddit. But as always, for now, I want to say trade smart, trade safe, and don't get wrecked.